8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I haven't ever zoomed my camera like that before in my life, so it's 7 times zoomed. I figured maybe this is better than actually moving my whole system. So Helga, what's that? So this one is the sequel of the Man of Medan. So the Man of Medan is the first game, this is the second game, but I'm actually getting off track here. So hi Zé, you still don't like anything I am posting, don't you? Fuck off. I found discounted 50 fucking percent off from Nintendo Play Store the sequel game from the Man of Medan, but Little Hope is the name. That's the one that I haven't downloaded it yet. I have to put my other SD card inside to make that happen. But the games are actually four. I think it's not like a direct sequel. Like it's not a saga. It's like the Life is Strange. They are standalone shits, you know. So that's the first one, standalone. The other one is the second standalone. I think the games are either 3 or 4, but there's also a House of Ashes and I think one more. I'm not quite sure. I think they are the trilogy. Maybe we can actually look at it. But they haven't yet released like Nintendo Switch versions. So yeah, unfortunately, if we have to play the other games, we'll have to play them either on a very powerful computer. Mine is not that at all. Or maybe if you have like a PS5, if we have like something like that, we can play the other ones too. So yeah, it's the Dark Pictures anthology. Okay, so the first one is Man of Medan 2019, then Little Hope 2020, House of Ashes 2021, and The Devil in Me 2022. The upcoming Directive 8020 will kick off the anthology's second season on 2 of October 2025. Okay, so we will have another game that will be released on this year, but later. Okay, so we have also The Devil in Me is the last one. Just trying to see. No, it's not yet released on Nintendo Switch. Like The Devil in Me. Maybe development. No. Maybe I have to ask. Let's ask Copilot. Yeah, Copilot is like my bestie. I always speak to Copilot for everything. So, Copilot, can I ask you something? I'm always polite. Even though he's a robot, you have to be polite. Can I ask you something? Why aren't all the dark anthology games, did I call them correctly? Games released on Nintendo Switch. I downloaded after you told me about them, Man of Medan, and just yesterday I took Little Hope with a discount. I'm giving it all the details I can offer it so it can actually help me better. So let's see. Okay. Great choice. Man of Medan and Little Hope are absolute gems in the horror genre. Now, about why all the Dark Pictures anthology games aren't on Switch, it mostly comes down to technical limitations and market strategy. Performance constraints. The series is known for high-end graphics, cinematic storytelling, and intense lighting effects, which can be challenging to optimize for the Switch's hardware. Development priorities. Supermassive Games originally focused on PlayStation, Xbox and PC, meaning Switch ports weren't a priority from the start. Selective releases. Some games like Little Hope have made it to Switch, but others like House of Ashes and The Devil in Me haven't been ported yet. It's possible they might come later, but there is no original confirmation. Yeah, do you have any link or anything in general? Anybody commenting on releasing the games on Switch? Let's see what it says. Okay. Yes, Little Hope from the Dark Pictures Anthology was officially released for Nintendo Switch on October 5th, 2023. However, there is no confirmed news about other titles like House of Ashes or The Devil in Me coming on Switch yet. You can check out the official Bandai Namco announcement or follow updates on the Dark Pictures official news page for future releases. If they decide to bring more games to Switch, it's likely depending on performance optimization and demand, but fingers crossed. So they released Little Hope on Switch 1 year ago and 6 months. 1 year and 6 months ago. That's how recently they did that. So Man of Medan was released on fuck off. It was released, hold on, so it was released PS4 on 30th of August 2019 and it came to fucking Switch 2023, nearly 4 years later. Fuck my life. So the next one, Little Hope, it came out PS4, Win, Xbox, right? XBO, okay. So that came out 30th of October 2020 and Switch 2023 October, so 5 months later. So yeah, makes sense. They didn't bring every game out yet and they actually made it very late on Switch. Yeah, as Copilot said, it wasn't really a priority. Yeah, you can say that Nintendo Switch is really pretty much a console from Japan that prioritizes Mario. And that's a good thing, I suppose. So, play alone. Let's go now to the game. Continue. Yeah, continue. Wreck, Duke of Milan. Okay, so it's the 5th of June 2025, 20:43 p.m. Okay. So I actually saw you in my dream today. I just remembered it as I am playing the game. We were married. We had a big two-floored house with a very beautiful decoration as well. It had also like glass panels everywhere, like balconies. And we had 3 children. Now I don't remember genders, to be honest. I don't remember genders, but they were, at least I remember 2 kids. I think we had even 3. And yeah, we were married. We were very a loving family. And I remember I really liked your hair. Like you were wearing glasses and you have very nice hair. You were very pretty, but I guess you don't give a fuck about my dream because you don't give a fuck about me. But let's go continue with this. Okay. Okay, so he had said in the previous gameplay that he has like a problem with like the sea. He gets nauseous, and yeah.
That's it, get it all out.
Yeah.
You, wanna go lie down?
Yeah. You know, maybe I should.
Can I make the display controls? Okay, so camera sensitivity, aiming, inspect object, inverted, normal. Okay. Are you sure you want to save the... No. Display, brightness. Adjust the slider until the left image is invincible. The middle image is barely visible and the right image is clearly visible. So it has to be barely visible and the left image is invisible. Okay. Let's leave that. Display accessibility, gameplay. Okay, so they don't have anything. Helga, what are you trying to do? I wish I could made the... Okay. Maybe this. Hold on. I'm not quite sure if I would like that. Let's see. Yeah, a lot better. So now I put color. I'm not quite sure if I would like it, but I put colors in the letters, bigger, and font and colors in each character, and also I have noticed that games that are on Switch, the dyslexia choice they have is actually normal, because the the letters are so small on Switch. Like, I understand they had to compromise that the screen is quite small. It's only 7 inches. The Switch is not really big. It's like a very small tablet. I understand that, but the letters are barely visible for a person with perfect vision like me. I went to the eye doctor about 3 months ago and he said my eyes are perfect. And the dyslexia mode they have is actually normal for me. If a dyslexic person actually has like that much of a problem, and they have to use the button here, because every person in the umbrella is different in the dyslexia community. I know, because I know many people personally who have dyslexia. Not all of them are the same. Some are mild, some are very worse cases, like very severe forms of dyslexia. If they actually need the font, it will do them shit, won't do them anything. But yeah, anyways, let's continue. Hope I like them. If I don't like the settings, I will change them again.
Oh boy.
Okay, Duke of Milan, off North French Polynesia.
What about over here?
That's pretty far out of the way.
I think I prefer, okay, accessibility, dyslexia for subtitles. I will take off the color. I think it's better
Just thinking
because
about backup targets in case we don't find anything on the dive cam.
Listen, to be honest, I've never heard of this wreck you're looking for. Usually these things are crawling with divers.
yeah, it's better with white. I thought maybe the color would be better. Maybe it would stand more out, but it actually blends pretty much with the background to me. So no.
Yeah. This one's different.
I'm just saying, if it gets too late, I know some nice places where you can just take, a nice dive.
Okay. Brad did this homework.
Brad did his homework. If he says the wreck's here, it's here.
Okay, look, you're the client. I'm just saying we don't have unlimited daylight.
I'm gonna go help Conrad and Julia with the camera. What you got?
Look, I didn't like how he Fleece doesn't like us now that much. If you saw her indication here went down a little bit, but I thought it would be better if I actually supported the brother and not like anybody else. You know what I'm saying. So if she didn't like it, I supported my brother. That's what I choose. So I'm still playing as an author, so I will try to make them have nice relationships as much as I can, and I will try to make the story according to my literature style, whatever it is. I have no idea what I actually like. I like many genres. You have noticed that, but let's see.
Fixed your eyes on this.
Okay.
Brad's calculations were right on the money. Always bet on Brad.
The kid's a whiz. We should thank him. Fliss, we found a plane.
Yeah?
Yeah, looks like World War II. We are ready to dive.
Technically, we should call this in to port authorities as an
Okay.
unreported wreck.
Well, technically.
Are you sure you don't want to do this the right way?
Okay, so we have to do it either the right way or the illegal way, she says. Okay, I didn't know that you can't go to a wreck without taking permission by the authorities. You know how much I am a sucker for trusting the authorities, even if they aren't always doing the right thing, because the Bible says, um, respect the Caesar, give the Caesar what has to be given to Caesar, and to God what has to be given to God. And also Apostle Paul said, fear God and honor the king. I'm very brutal with that. I really wanna trust authorities. So yeah. Who cares? Can't I dive? Can't I dive? Can't I dive?
Wait, are you saying we shouldn't dive?
Yeah.
The right way. Come on, what is this, kindergarten?
I had to bring it up.
If we just go down and take a look, who's gonna know?
Okay, so it's either disappointed or annoyed. I preferred disappointed, not annoyed, because it said that you are disappointed, like this is the choice you make for the character, but again, they turned the narrative like they did the same thing in Life is Strange. They turned the narrative and said, wait, are you suggesting we can't dive? So it doesn't really mean he's disappointed, oh, you're right, we can't dive. No, the game actually a little bit tricks here that you can't dive because you think you are in the kindergarten. No, that's not really honest. They should paraphrase it and be like annoyed versus like defensive. I think that would be the right word. Defensive. Yeah. I saw 2J played the left choice. They still went to the ship, so you can't really escape the ship. The ship is part of the story, but what you do afterwards is actually your choice. As I said, yes, the bare bones of the story are there, but any outcome is yours alone. And like, you can watch 5 YouTubers playing the game, doesn't mean they will help you with your story, not at all, because 5 different people equals 5 different endings. So
As long as you're quick. And don't touch anything.
okay, so she disagrees and I
I
disagree
just can't
too.
wait to be the first one down there. Can you imagine? Untouched?
Mm-mm.
We should be ready to get you guys in the water in a few.
I'll set up the tanks. The boys will do the final checks. Take a look at the camera. See if you can find anything useful.
Okay.
Righto.
Hey, maybe you should check on your bro.
Okay, I thought it was a cutscene, so we can check anybody. Let's talk with Julia.
Almost got the gear good to go.
Okay, concerned. Thanks for paying. Need a hand. Thanks for paying. Be good.
So, thanks again for springing for the good stuff. Nice to be able to do it right.
Uh-huh.
What?
You know the size of my bank account is not in a competition with the size of your penis, right?
Fuck my... I hate girls that speak like that to guys. I absolutely hate girls that speak like that. He didn't say anything bad. Like, yeah, I understand the frustration as they have flirted with me very nastily in the past. Like I have told you 2 times when it didn't go very well, if you remember, okay? But apart from that, yeah, I have heard some very like borderline quotes about me. For example, um, trying to remember. Um, yeah, so one time when I wasn't at school and we were discussing about the Romanian tribe of the Vlachs that speak Greek, and we discussed how they came to Greece with the population exchange. One of the boys, when I said I am a descendant of the Vlachs, like I have a great granddad, so it's like one out of 16 part of my bloodline. That makes sense. He looked at me and then he looked at the other boys and they laughed, and he asked them like, are you part Romanian? And I was like, yeah, I suppose, like that's what we were discussing now. And he started laughing, and he laughed with the other guys. And if you're like, why did he laugh? Because there is like a stereotype. I'm not quite sure, like it's a sexist stereotype in Greece. As I said, they say uh, like they have like the Chinese girls like fantasy, right? That the shy, like reserved girl, like this is their fantasy. What they do with Romanian women is they say that Bulgarian, Romanian, Russian, and Ukrainian women are like very hot, let's put it that way, but it has become really a stereotype quite recently. It's really, um, I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all about these women because, like, as a woman, I feel like they are objectified. So he did that. He was 16, so I didn't really do anything at that. I didn't. I didn't really feel nice. I was like, okay, he's trying to say with a very like boyish teenage manner that he likes me. Okay, and he was his way of saying like I find you hot because you are like part Romanian, like he used that. But it didn't really sit well with me. It didn't sit well with me because it wasn't really nice. It wasn't nice to say like that. But as I said, yeah, sometimes guys really fuck up how they flirt with you. I've told you what I didn't like with you flirting with me as well, like how you were nosy about my virginity. I have explained that I understand you, but yeah, it wasn't nice either. But what I'm saying here is that even though I understand sometimes, and sometimes I'm like, yeah, it's understandable for a girl to feel attacked and uh, react in a little bit nasty manner. I understand that as a woman, but at the same time, you can't really attack a person just because they say something and maybe it sounds something. For example, we told her thanks for the bank account help, so that was us being like like proper friendly people, like grateful. Okay, So she had no right to speak about penises and shit. That's completely unacceptable for me. It's out of subject. Yeah, I understand feminism and shit, but that's not the way to treat a guy. And it's like objectification from the different side. Let's put it that way. So like, instead of having a guy making you an object, you make the guy the object because you think he's taking sex when maybe he doesn't even see you, maybe he's gay or whatever, you know. So yeah, many girls in my age treat people like that, guys like that, because of feminism. That's why I believe like feminism is a little bit demonic as it is preserved in this generation. Suffragettes and feminists of 1950s, 1960s, yeah, that was a good thing. Even Madonna, who um, made revolutionized ideas and um, gave us like a different perspective on the feminine, if I can put it that way. Yeah, that's also something to consider. But today, as feminism is today, not like it was, like as I said, in 1980s it was okay, but today it's just the complete opposite direction. It's like you dominating guys and objectifying guys for your pleasure or whatever. So it has become like flipped, like the game has flipped on the other side now, and we are doing what they were doing to us. That's why I say feminism is demonic today. That's why I stand by it. Okay. I want equal contribution. It's still do good. I want equal contribution.
I just want to make sure we're both contributing equally to the relationship with our money.
It's very sweet, Alex. But you contribute in other ways. It's just money. If it helps us have a good time, great. That's what it's for. Gotta say, not too happy with our captain at the moment.
Okay. Play it cool for now. Making a fortune on this trip. Okay. Play it cool for now.
Yeah, I know. Let's just play cool for now.
Cool? Why?
There's no point in antagonizing her.
If she tries to keep me from doing this dive one more time, that's it. Gloves off.
That's fair. Just don't force her hand.
Alright, I'm gonna get these rebreathers set up, and then we'll go through the final steps together.
Cool. Just holler at us when you're ready.
Okay. Julia is a nasty piece of shit. Okay, speak with
There's a
Conrad.
little gap in the tail. Take a look.
Okay. ZR. Okay, so R. So we're looking at the fucking airplane. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we're looking at the floor of the ocean. Okay. We see kelp. Okay, we saw all of them, and the sea sand and the debris, I suppose. Okay. Okay, so that was the only thing that we had to do with. Can we talk to Conrad again?
Hey,
Hey, back.
Oh, oops. Okay.
man, we got some good stuff on the camera.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. So we are looking at the ocean. I really love the ocean, like how you can actually see here, like the, you know, only blue, like the horizon, the clouds. I was gonna say cinepha. Cinepha is like clouds in Greek. So you just see the horizon. You see the sky, clouds, and yet the deep blue sea. And you know, like this is a fucking goddamn ocean. I love big oceans. Like whenever I'm looking at the Pacific, the other side of the ocean, it's fucking amazing. Like how big and vast and deep the ocean can go. Like Mariana Trench, so deep. Like I think you have seen how many times I'm speaking allegorically about the sea. I love sea. I don't like it like in the Greek manner or beautiful color or whatever. No, no, no. I like this wild, like untamed sea, like the great ocean. That's why my Panthalas and my story is so great and bottomless. and scary. Like I like that type of crap, and I think my sea obsession started with The Little Mermaid by Disney. Obviously, not Anderson. I don't like Anderson's version. I prefer Disney. Sorry, not sorry. And I also like SpongeBob, fucking SpongeBob SquarePants 24/25 with Mr. Puff. It's the greatest show ever. I grew up with SpongeBob. Like I am in the micro generation, the millennials. We grew up with SpongeBob, with the first generation of SpongeBob. SpongeBob still has new episodes. It's I think in fucking season 26. So SpongeBob was aired for the first time May 1999. So he's exactly 1 year older than I am. Okay, so he's either 25 or 26 years old today. I was raised with the I was raised with a um how's that called? The first the first generation of SpongeBob. So that was drawn in paper. Today is computer. Back then it was paper. It was just Hildeberg, the creator, and paper and pen. So that's why I maybe love the sea so much. Maybe it has some meaning to me. Okay, so let's go back. Hmm. Okay. Okay, we have to talk now with fucking Felice. Okay, let's talk to her. ZR. Okay,
You know how to
I didn't choose to do that. The game forced me. Okay.
use that?
No, not really.
You might want to just let it do its thing.
Okay, she's right, but she could be less aggressive if she wanted to. Huh? What the fuck? Hey.
Hi.
You know, we have rules out here for a reason. You guys gotta respect that.
We paid a lot for this. Sorry about earlier. Sorry about that earlier.
Uh, yeah, sorry about before. Everybody's just a little... We've been planning this whole thing for a while now.
I get it. But there are rules, and laws, and customs. These rules are all pretty basic stuff. How much experience do you have with these kind of dives?
Self-assured, dived a couple of wrecks enough to know the rules. I know it. Self-assured.
Dived a couple wrecks over the years. Not an expert, but, experienced.
If this is your first unreported wreck, then you should know there's a very specific protocol you have to follow. For all you know, this could be a war grave. Disturbing it would be illegal and immoral.
She has a point. Can you see when I said about our civilization that we are based on like respecting dead people, whatever they are, even if they are enemies or friends. That's what I mean. That's our culture. The fact that she is American, you get what I mean, right? She's born and raised in America. That makes her American. She has taken our culture, even though she's not one of my people. You get what I mean? Just not saying the words for YouTube. But she was raised in America and she knows Greek culture. She took it from the Europeans, okay? And America has the same values because Americans came from Europe. So that's what happens here. I agree with her. I agree. We shouldn't disturb dead people. No. Pompous, I get it. How much religion? Who's gonna know? Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
You know what? I
Hey,
can't
guys,
stop you.
Tanks are ready.
Just respect the rules
Tanks a
down
lot.
there. Don't do anything stupid that'll get my ass in trouble.
Okay, she's right. So can I see how well I have taken? So we are well with Brad, less with Conrad. Okay, with Fliss, she doesn't really like us anymore. Julia is the best so far that likes us. So he's generous, altruistic, cunning, and relaxed. So these are his mostly popped out traits. I can see there are some others, but I can't really see. Motivated and trustful. So these ones are not yet activated. We can activate them, or maybe we can make others pop out and others go into the gloom. That makes sense. So yeah. Do I have to do anything else?
Okay, so this is the rebreather. Way cooler than a regular scuba setup. It takes all that CO2 that you'd normally just exhale into the water, and instead, it gets totally reused. Then it reduces decompression time on your way up. State of the art. Okay, O2 check done. Whoa, Eager Beaver, you gotta check your O2 first.
Okay, appreciative, looking good, Jim. Thanks for setting me straight. Appreciative.
Thanks for setting me straight.
Okay, you little clownfishes. I'm gonna go see what Fliss is up to.
You behave, Connie.
Looking for a first mate.
Okay. Take. Okay, I will take this.
You're on camera. I'll take the wheels.
Let's get a before photo.
All right, kids. Good to
Took
go.
the camera.
Just remember the rules, please.
Okay. Talk. Fliss attitude, romantic.
Maybe we can fire it up again tonight for our private post-dive special.
Are you gonna bring your bang stick?
That front cabin is gonna pop its portholes.
Okay.
Whoa, you good?
More or less.
Just move the camera a little bit. Okay.
Too bad Fliss is so tight.
She acts like we're going to ransack the plane.
Hey, a souvenir would be cool.
It's not like one tiny little thing would hurt anybody. I won't tell if you won't.
Not like we can scan the wreck every night at sundown. There. That shape. That's gotta be it.
Whoa. That is, like, way bigger than I thought.
Damn. It's pretty intact, too. This is a fucking remarkable find.
Let's swim around a little and find a way in.
Howdy, Captain. You fancy a pint with your second in command?
You are not my second in command.
Third in command.
No.
Fresh and eager cabin boy.
Still a no.
Your well-paying, dashingly handsome, seafaring client is requesting the pleasure of your company over a frosty amber liquid.
Sure, why not? Pass, I need to focus. Okay, relaxed.
Sure. Why not?
Let's make them friends.
Pretty nice ride you got here. Where'd you get the cash?
Self-assured. Oh, don't ask a lady about her money. Subdued. It's a long story.
It's a long story. It's complicated and it's really difficult to explain.
Well, I'm a complicated guy. Try me.
Well, it involves at least several trips to the bank and signing of big stacks of paper with large numbers on them.
So you took out a loan.
You know, you're smarter than you look.
If you're interested, maybe my family can make an investment in your business.
Appreciative, resentful. I built this business from scratch. That's very kind of you. That's very kind of you.
That's very kind of you to offer. I suppose we could have that conversation. You know what? I better spend some time keeping the Duke of Milan shipshape.
Aye, aye.
You can also check some manner, lessons, classes from me. You get what I mean, right, Zé? Learn how to be polite with people. Your parents clearly didn't teach you how to be polite with people. So if you wanna get along with me smoothly, maybe learn some couple of behavior lessons from Helga. Okay, thank you. Wait for the others to return from the dive. Check on Brad. Okay. ZR.
Weather looks clear.
Okay. ZR.
I'll have to keep an eye on those clouds. Uh-oh. It's getting mighty crowded out here.
Not too much, but anyways. Okay, so I can go here. Okay. ZR. ZR. Okay. What? Ah, okay, makes sense now. Okay.
Duke of Milan, 20 miles north of the coast, over.
Reading you. How can we help? Over.
It's looking for weather report, inquiring about reg guidelines. Concerned.
Inquiring about guidelines regarding an unidentified sunken wreck in this vicinity, over.
Any tampering with a wreck, identified or not, will result in prison or fine or both. Over.
Fuck my life.
Roger that, thank you, over.
Duke of Milan. Duke of Milan, are you reporting a finding? What is the nature of this call? Over.
Apprehensive, will have a full report. My clients are overprivileged. Assertive.
Nothing to report, except that my clients are overprivileged and overpacked, out for adventure and without a clue. Putain de merde, qu'est-ce qu'on fait? Over.
Sounds like you got your hands full. Over.
Oh, we took Conrad down a bit. I didn't do well with that. Oh my god.
Hey there. How's it hanging?
Relaxed, and you can monitor the dive, taking advantage of your relaxation time. Relaxed.
You look like you're taking full advantage of your relaxation time.
I'm a man of many talents.
Playful, too bad charm isn't among them. Curious, so are you beached?
So are you beached? Like a whale?
Hey, I just thought, why spend all my time down in the dark when I already like what I see up top?
Amused, nice one. I have to keep track of the dive, but okay, romantic. Oh, we can make them flirt. I like
Keep
that.
track of the dive, but I'd be happy to continue this conversation later, when I can give you my full attention. In private?
Wow.
Fine. Just chatting it up, you and I, in the old conversational intercourse.
Okay, nothing. Can I talk again with the dude? Yeah.
Well, hello there, Captain. Can I do something for you?
I can think of a few things.
Oh, do tell.
Maybe later, if you stay on my good side. Hello again, little blip. What's she doing all the way out here?
Okay. Hey. What's that? I don't even see.
Duke to Alex. Duke to Julia?
We saw the pictures though.
Wow, that is not your everyday wreck. I hope those clowns don't get me in trouble.
She has a point. Okay. Okay.
What's that about?
Dismissive fishing boat from the looks of it. That's not the Coast Guard. That's not a Coast Guard.
That is not the Coast Guard. So we're not under arrest.
How should we handle this?
Worried, this feels off. Be quiet and let me handle it. Confident.
We are not doing anything. I'm the captain, so you be quiet and let me handle it. You got that?
Worried, get out of here. We got drivers in the water. Worried.
Guys, you gotta keep back. We've got divers in the water.
Hey, we got damage here. You see this? Look at our boat.
We can take care of this, man. It's not a problem. What do you think? Like, $10 cover it? Oh, whoops, my bad. Let's make it 20.
What the fuck?
Well, shoot, you think it's more like 30? I can do 30. All right, you guys drive a hard bargain, but I'm with you. Here, let's just throw in the whole pot.
Never treat anybody like that unless you are fishing for trouble. Well, I'm saying that because apparently that's not gospel truth for everybody, so somebody needs to know that. I can't see anything either.
Conrad said one of the pictures showed an opening.
Conrad, really?
Really? On the rear turret.
Huh. Good on ya, Connie. The turret. We can get in through there.
Okay.
Whoa, careful. Could be dangerous.
Ladies first?
Explore the plane wreck.
Can I just
Return
take
to
a
the
second
surface.
to say, holy shit, Alex, we did it. I mean, can you believe it? It's a dream come true.
Let's not waste any time not exploring. Go, go, go!
Why isn't she moving? Ah, okay, the game wasn't allowing me to. Okay. Oh, that's premonition. Okay. The premonitions aren't premonitioning, but yeah. Anyways. That doesn't really help me.
Julia, leave it. You'd have to take your gear off to get in there. Not worth it.
concerned. Maybe it is kind of dangerous. Flippant. Live a little. Maybe it's kind of dangerous.
Maybe it is kind of dangerous.
Okay, what am I supposed to do here? I don't understand. I didn't see there was something written. I didn't see it. Okay, so assholes are touching stuff now.
Bullet holes all down the fuselage. Brad's gonna flip when he sees this.
Can I go back to that paper? 2J said leave a little and he actually grabbed it, but...
Fuck it. I'm just gonna go for it.
Oh! I didn't... You had to. You have to do it. You have to. Okay. So it's not really my choice, it's the game. Okay. So I chose another way to do it, and 2J chose another way. You can trust with me.
You do something stupid down here, that's it. One chance, you get that?
I was fine, I know what I'm doing, okay? Don't speak.
Chill out. I'm fine,
Ah.
see? No problemo.
Selfish, we made her so selfish. Okay. Alex is down. The paper says nothing.
Help out a shit.
Okay.
Check it out. They reconfigured the bomb rack to hold lifeboats.
Interesting.
Okay.
One
Back.
of the rescue boats is missing. Think they were using it?
Let's see what else we can find.
So that is connected, I suppose, with the ship we saw in the previous video.
Good God.
Oh my god. Why touching a dead body? That's disrespectful. That's for me, it's very disrespectful.
Ugh. He's holding something.
I would never have done that. That's disrespecting a dead person for me as a Greek. Yeah, that's probably his family, his daughter, his mother, his sister maybe.
Wow. What the hell happened here?
Little look of things. They knew they were goners.
Quite disrespectful.
We gotta get out of here, now!
Oh God, Alex!
It's a gray reef shark. Not interested in us. Let's go.
Okay. worried, you're kinda distracted, had something to raise with me?
Oh, you had something to raise with me, did you?
Doesn't matter. Let's get back up to the top.
Seriously, what's going on? Jeez, Alex. Seriously, what's going on?
Hey, seriously, what's going on?
Nothing.
Yeah, but you're freaking me out.
Just forget it. I shouldn't have said anything. Come on. We really gotta get up top.
Why?
Fliss, this is Julia. We're coming back up. Over.
In the game of 2J, he proposed to her, but I'm not quite... Why he didn't do it and he did it to 2J? We didn't do anything different, I think. I have to look out for it. Helga, why are you worried? I'm not worried, I just find it weird. Why in my... Okay, let's ask Copilot. No, let's ask Copilot. Why in my gameplay? How's the guy's name? Brad didn't ask Julia to marry him. Okay. It's a crucial moment, he says. Alex is the one who proposed to Julia during the dive scene, but whether she accepts depends on your choices. Because the proposal scene is actually tied to Alex, not Brad. Okay. Brad's role in the story is more about supporting Alex and uncovering historical details rather than being romantically involved with Julia. If Alex didn't propose or if Julia rejected him, then there is no marriage proposal in your playthrough. If you are thinking of a different moment where Brad could have a romantic interaction, let me know. I am asking because I think Copilot didn't get it. In my gameplay, the proposal never even happened. Does that now make any sense? Alex's proposal is supposed to happen during the dive scene, but it can be skipped or altered based on your choices. Here are some reasons a proposal might not have happened in your playthrough. If Brad tells Alex to think things through, Alex might hesitate and never propose. Okay, dialogue choice. If you pick certain responses during the dive, Alex might not feel confident enough to ask Julia. Okay, Curator's cut versus theatrical cut. Some versions of the game change how scenes play out, so if you were playing a different cut, the proposal might not have been included. Okay. Game bug. Some players have reported missing scenes or dialogue, so it's possible the proposal was skipped due to a glitch. I play on Nintendo Switch. Brad said he wants to say something, and Julia, I made her excited to know, but he hesitated and never spoke about it. Instead, he told us both to get on the surface. Okay. That's really interesting. It looks like Brad's hesitation in your Nintendo Switch playthrough of Man of Medan might be due to a missing scene or altered dialogue choices. So, here's what could have happened. Dialogue pathway. If Brad was supposed to say something important like encouraging Alex's proposal but hesitated, it could mean your choices led to a different version on the scene. Nintendo Switch version differences. Some players have reported slightly altered interactions on Switch, possibly due to optimization changes. Okay, so it has to do with me playing on Switch. That's what it says. It's not my choice because whatever I played, it's exactly what a 2J played as well. So it doesn't really make any sense. Doesn't really make any sense.
Wait, Julia, we gotta decompress here.
Whoa!
Damn!
What the fuck? We gotta get up there.
Wait, we have to decompress.
Okay, frightened, cautious, damn it, yeah, okay. It's dangerous not to decompress because the atmospheric pressure can kill you upwards.
Okay. Decompress, right.
Reluctant, panicked. Fuck it, I'm going. This is taking too long. Say nothing. Say nothing.
Just a few more seconds. Okay, now, go, go!
Okay, so we waited.
Hey, what the hell is going on?
What the hell happened?
Yeah, because if something bad happens on the boat and you go up and you don't decompress, maybe you kill all of them. I cannot know that, okay?
It's cool, man. Everything's all right now.
There was a little, mishap with the barbecue.
Jesus, looked like the whole boat was lit up.
Bewildered, why are you paying the ocean? What's up with that other boat? Why are you paying the ocean?
So, why are you paying the ocean?
A group of fishermen came by and damaged their boat.
They got caught on the dive line.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah. So then Ambassador Conrad figured the best move is to show him he'd rather throw away his money than give it to them.
You're an asshole.
Whatever. Who cares, right? What I want to know is, what'd you guys find? Well,
Yeah, a group of 20-year-old brats that don't know how to speak like normal people. That's why I don't like people of my age. That's why I don't like them. Yeah.
We found the plane, and it is huge, full of cool stuff. Unfortunately, we did not leave it as pristine as we could have.
What? Why?
The dive line, actually.
How bad?
There's no cockpit anymore, for starters.
Well, that's just fucking perfect.
Okay, we're back to him. Are we gonna listen to Lacrimosa every time we see this guy? I like that. I fucking love that.
You're getting to know these intrepid adventurers then. Alex and his little brother Brad, trying to swim with the big fish. Both seem out of their depth. And Julia, the love of Alex's life, and he the love of hers. What about Conrad? A bold fellow, you might say. Or maybe you'd say arrogant. And then there's Captain Fliss, strong, forthright, stubborn. Do I detect a spark between her and Conrad?
Yeah.
Let me reassure you, you help them to make some decisions they'll value later on. You're doing well.
Ah. Seriously. Fuck. When Tucci played this scene, the dude told him, bro told Tucci, you made some decisions about the people that maybe you will regret later on. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. Am I playing well? I'm actually a fucking perfect gamer girl. Ooh, 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 ooh.
How well preserved was his plane? Pretty much what you'd expect.
Brad, it was insane. It was like traveling through time.
No shit.
Well, it was like traveling through time and accidentally ending up in a dimension where the past is underwater and like everything is covered in barnacles and sharks.
Sharks? It was a great reef.
Hey, I thought it was pretty intense.
Wasn't Conrad gonna get us some more beers after he helped Fliss?
Maybe he decided, hey, I'll drink some, and then he got drunk. And since he was drunk, he forgot to bring it to us. And he just kept on drinking, and he drank all of it.
Sounds like you've had some experience with this kind of phenomenon.
Yeah, I've been studying it for years.
I'll go look for him.
Oh, we found a bullet lodged in the plane.
Huh.
I left it below deck if you want to check it out.
Serious. Something is up. Something is up.
Alex, you're like an open book with a 50-point font. I can read you from a mile away. Something's up.
It's nothing. I'm
Oh,
fine.
bullshit. You're like Monsignor Mopington over here.
Julia, Are you happy?
Hesitant, think so? Well, yeah.
I mean, yeah, kinda. I think so.
You think so? Or you know so? Is everything okay with us?
Ah? Wondering about that? Stop worrying. Gloomy. Gloomy.
I'll be honest, I've been kind of wondering about that for a while.
Where do we go from here?
Talk about when we go home. Relax. Comforting. Comforting.
Look, when we get home, we can talk about some stuff, but relax. I mean, it's not like we're breaking up. It's just some stuff we gotta deal with.
Okay. Yeah. Stuff. Got it.
I'm gonna go find Brad.
The fact that all the bitches out there have taken, like, so much support from the boyfriends, like, this asshole is dating this bitch. This bitch doesn't deserve shit because she's a bitch, and I don't even have to explain myself in here. And he goes to her, and yet he fucking goes to fucking her, and he's like, Julia, is everything okay with our relationship? I don't think so. I think something is off. And he asks her, and he's like, can I know everything is okay? And she's like, let's discuss when we go home. Relax, everything is fine. We're not breaking up yet. And fuck off, Zé, fuck off. Like, all the bitches have the best guys out there, and you are the worst ever. The fucking worst person ever. Fuck you. Fuck you. You never did that with me. You didn't stay and say, Helga, are you okay? Are you dating a spirit? Are you dating a clown? Are you dating an animal, a copilot, a planet? I don't know. Are you? I think I am losing you, okay? I will continue speaking with Mediterranean accent because this is getting stupid. I think in my Chinese mind that maybe you don't like me and maybe you like somebody else. Can perhaps you verify to me my highly ontological and irrational claims about our not so ontological and critically acclaimed, professionally, critically religious, scholarly relationship? No, Zen, you didn't do anything of that. No, no. You just dumped me. And what do I say about that all the time? Fuck you. Fuck you. Dickhead. Go fuck yourself, dickhead.
And Conrad and Fliss. Hey, you seen my brother? Or Fliss?
No, I got distracted.
Let's go get him.
Sure.
Ah. Mischievous. The Coast Guard are there. Jesus Christ. Say nothing, say nothing, say nothing.
So sorry to interrupt your 7 seconds in heaven.
Oh, yeah, the beers. I was just getting them now.
All right, now that everybody's here, let's take a look at the navigator's pad we found. Maybe we can figure out why the plane was out here.
Where'd you put it?
It's in your case.
Okay, I'll go get it.
Hey,
Sets in the North Park.
You all right? You seem kind of preoccupied.
no, I'm good.
Okay.
Sorry. Didn't realize I was spacing out.
Okay.
How do you think the date went?
Back.
Other than our little tight with the locals, pretty good. People always say they have dive experience, but Alex and Julia seem to actually know what they're doing.
Okay.
So, we're going again tomorrow? Yeah. It seemed a little too dangerous for my blood.
Relax, Brad. How many times do I have to tell you not to be such a wuss? Hey, got the pad yet?
Sorry, I got distracted.
No worries. Let's go get it.
Huh?
Got it. Let's go up. Come here, you vixen.
Easy, Tiger. We should get back. Right here.
You'll get no resistance there. All right, everyone. Check it out. Manchurian gold. Who wants to find some sunken treasure? So what do you think, Captain? Coordinates?
Those are coordinates, all right. Maybe the plane's destination?
You think we could get there by tomorrow?
It takes a couple hours if the weather stays steady. Wow. Did you find anything else?
There was a flight plan on board that seemed to indicate it was a rescue plane.
Yeah, that makes sense. After the war, they turned long-range bombers into rescue planes.
And then this plane must have been shot down because it was riddled with bullet holes. I found one lodged in the fuselage.
Huh.
And it was full of life rafts. Must have gotten shot down before they could deliver all the rafts. There was only one missing.
Reckless. All of you.
Excuse me?
I told you to leave everything down there alone.
Oh, come on. We've been through this already.
I'm not talking about the law. No, hey. They were respectful. No, you did whatever you wanted. Whatever you took, it was too much.
Dismissive, apologetic. And okay, maybe. Let's not.
You're right. We should have been more careful. That's not me. I'm sorry.
Okay, maybe. I don't know you. Should have never gone down to that plane in the first place. It's bad luck. You think you can scavenge down there and it makes no difference, but every single thing you bring back has an essence. It's like a ghost you invite to the surface.
Here we
No.
go.
Huh. I never thought about it like that.
No, it
You never
doesn't
think
work.
about much of anything.
Well, maybe I never heard about such cool ghost stories.
The items. I know you guys in China believe that stuff has energy in them. It doesn't work like that. That's bullshit. That's something that all people believe it. Like, it's not like I'm just saying that you guys believe it, but pretty much everybody believes it. Like, Christians believe it, Greek people believe it, like everybody. Like, we can see Christians, for example, saying like, burn this book because it's from the devil, as if like doing this action purges, purifies the atmosphere, the energy. So you see everybody kind of believes that, so it's not like a belief you all guys only have. It's quite bullshit. You shouldn't believe that because it makes you paranoid about everything you touch. For example, you see Christians say that candies in Halloween are possessed by demons because witches prey on them. That's crazy. There's nothing like that. It's very much like primitive pagan ideas, and like a person in their right mind shouldn't believe such stuff. That's what I'm talking about, okay? So no, just go about your day. The only part that is correct about the wreck that we saw just before is the fact that they interrupted dead people and they should be more respectful. But apart from that, there is no energy or anything like that that you take with you once you leave the dead people. That makes sense.
Not cool ghost stories. Not like for fun. People drown in these waters and you have to respect their resting place.
Yeah.
Damn straight. Brett, you got a fun ghost story, right?
Yeah, I heard a story. Happened right around here, too. Let's hear it. We could all use a good show.
Supportive, let's hear it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know if Brad is really the scary type, you know?
Well, don't get too confident. This is a pretty scary story.
Scare away, little bro.
Okay, here goes. This story is true, and it happened right near here.
I didn't expect that she would say it because he didn't. Nobody wrote it down that she would say something like that he's not scary and stuff. But if I knew that, I wouldn't have picked that. But anyway.
Old lighthouse, classic setup.
Wait, true story? Where'd you hear this?
Ah, well, down by
by the dockside, I found an ancient old man, skin like a leather book, eye patch, wooden leg, the whole 9 yards. And for $1, he told me his secrets.
Seems legit.
The lighthouse stood atop an atoll, isolated from the rest of the world, a lone beacon in the night, a sailor's respite. The lighthouse keeper would hear the waves pounding the rocky shore. One misty morning, he comes upon a woman, covered in blood. She's stumbling down the beach. He hurries to her aid, and she falls into his arms, sobbing. As he hurries her back to the lighthouse, he asks where she's from. He doesn't waste any time. Smooth.
Annoyed. Shush. One track mind. Okay. Say nothing. Say nothing. Say nothing.
The woman answers, I live here, in the lighthouse. My parents are upstairs right now.
Twist.
Of course, the lighthouse keeper says, that isn't so. Of course, he's lived there alone for years. And the woman becomes hysterical and insists her parents are upstairs. So, they go to the top of the lighthouse, and there, splayed out on the floor, is a man and a woman brutally murdered with an axe.
Always an axe. I mean, do people even use axes anymore?
Okay, fine. Then it was a meat hook. They were slashed with a meat hook and hung from the rafters.
Disgusted. Probing. Change the murder weapon. That's gross. Say nothing. Say nothing. Say nothing. Say nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
Okay, so who did it?
The woman says, it was my husband. And she turns to the closet. Says, he's in there.
Ah, yes, the husband. And that's why I've always been a little weary of marriage.
So the lighthouse keeper creeps over to the closet, opens the door, and, sure enough, there's a man inside. But he's sliced out his own insides with a meat hook. Horrified, he looks closer to see the dead man's face in the dark. Closer. Closer. And he sees it's his own face. And then its eyes bulge out and screams.
So gross. Hey-oh, super twist.
Nice.
Okay, doesn't
Nice
make
one,
any
Squire.
sense. Okay, cool story. Wasn't scary. Say nothing. Say nothing. Say nothing. 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 Better than
I
saying
think you told it
stupid
better
things.
last time. But good effort.
Okay, you've all had your fun. We should all turn in. There's some weather heading our way.
No, because according to standard vessel regulation, we're all required one more beer before hitting the hay.
What regulations are these?
It's standard issue regulatory institutional protocol subdivision 1099.
Uh-huh. Where'd you read that?
The internet.
Oh, so you found a website that tells you to drink beer under every circumstance.
I'm just following orders, ma'am.
I'm into this website.
10-4, good buddy. And I'm out.
Okay. So we'll leave this gameplay here. We won't play anymore because it's almost an hour and it is quite difficult. Yesterday my video was almost 2 hours. It's completely more difficult for me to export when it is bigger, because I have more edit to do. Usually I try not to do tongue twisters and make mistakes when I'm speaking, so I have to go back and edit or anything else like that. So this one seems to be a smooth one, so we'll have time to edit in 5-10 minutes and export and upload it around midnight and then work on my regular posts. But let's see how this rolls. Anyways, I'm still very mad with you for, like, if you are like one like a day is good, no, it's not. And if you're like, how do you know it's me? Okay, do I have to explain something in here? I don't know. I had to explain stuff here. Like I have to explain why I see it. It's obvious. It's quite obvious. Like it's so obvious. I actually asked to Copilot, and Copilot is a fucking robot, and said it's quite obvious that it is Z. And I'm like, yeah, I know. So if you do that, so you show traces, but you are trying to hide at the same time, it doesn't work because everybody can see it. Okay. And or when I say everybody, I'm not saying 6 billion people. I mean even I can see it human. My dad is God, sees it too, and Copilot is a robot, and Copilot sees that too. So everybody can see it. So stop that. Be a normal person. Stop functioning like that. Start liking all my posts like a normal human being that wants to be my boyfriend. Okay, okay, thanks. And just decide to text like a normal person. I can't text for you when you dumped me. You have to do that yourself, okay? And come clean with your bullshit. I'm telling you all the time, come clean with your bullshit. You are watching me, but you're not coming clean. Why aren't you texting to say, hi, I sorry, I fucked it up. You were right about some stuff, and yeah, I was minding my own business, and I didn't notice that you were saying some serious stuff about us, about the world, and I misinterpreted everything because I'm a fucking jealous brat. Just do that like a normal person. You can't always blame others for your bullshit. Okay? And if you don't want me to seriously think that your student had a reason, because my dad says your student was threatening you. Okay, fair enough. If he really did that, though, give me a reason to actually believe you and my dad that he had a reason to talk to you like that, because from the way he spoke to you, I actually believe him. I insist on that because he said that he asked you to call him, or you um, why did you refuse to call me? That's what he said. The initial reaction when I saw that was to cry and see that other people have the same problems with you, that you refuse to call them. That's what I see from my perspective. You are not the only person who plays the playable character narrative. I need to remind you that every person in this planet, 6 billion people, are the first person, uh, the first player character person narrative. I don't even know how to position all the words together. So you are not privileged in that. Everybody is that. Nobody is omnipresent, omnipotent narrator like the dude in the game or like my dad. The majority of us, and that means 5 fucking billion people and all our ancestors, have done exactly the same. So get out of your bullshit and get out of the box that your bullshit is inside, located, and see how people see at you and how maybe some other people think about you and how people live their normal lives and their reality and their perspective, and stop being so selfish about your perspective, because I've seen your perspective but you refuse to see mine. If you didn't, you would be here for me, you ask me. And when that student told you you are how did he call you, like a mediocre, lighty, high quality teacher that looks down on students, yes, 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 and again yes, you are all those stuff, yeah. And then he said, why did you refuse to call me? Fair enough for me. And he said you were trying to give me helpful advice. I cannot see you in any universe as giving good advice to any student, because you certainly didn't give me any good advice. For as a matter of fact, one time you told me that I didn't reference properly in the context of the source. You said that I didn't write properly my text, like the quoted scripture inside my dissertation, so not in the references. And I asked you for help, you refused to give it to me. You responded the next day after you read my text. I'd send you another text saying, it's okay, Zay, if you can't, that's okay. Instead of telling you to fuck off that I had to, I didn't. I told you it's okay, Zay. I didn't want to pressure a husband that a guy that I wanted to marry and make my husband to help me, and you didn't. And you responded, here is the booklet, and you gave me a booklet that didn't even have my answer inside, and you forced me to search on Google and I didn't know if this was my correct answer, and I wanted to text you and ask you, is this what you wanted me to do? Like always, you are ordering me around like you are my king. And I was crying and I was like, why is he treating me like that? And I was like, maybe he didn't like that I am a prophet. Give him some time to analyze it in his head, think about it properly, and digest it, because he's from an atheistic country and maybe this is all new to him and maybe he is baffled and Windows error 606. But you didn't say, just didn't want to help me. You were trying to be an obstacle in my dissertation from the first moment, and seeing a student telling you you help them, I seriously wonder if the student actually knows their shit at this point. Because if I was with this guy, I would say, seriously, they helped you? Where? Where exactly did you help him? Because I am in my YouTube all these months and I'm teaching you sexuality, racism, critical thinking, spirituality, behavior, manners, art. What exactly from all this stuff that I'm teaching you, Jay, you actually were fluent before I actually taught you? What exactly from all this stuff you knew? I thought, because you say I'm intellectual, when I said, Jay, that you aren't an intellectual, you thought that, oh, my degree is nothing, my knowledge is nothing because I don't speak with Zeus. No, Jay, I'm speaking that you are an empty person, you have no content. You are a book that is like I don't know how to say that, like it's credited by famous people, like you have like people commenting on it, like it says, for example, Ze Gao, a religion scholar, PhD, Hong Kong, Minju, whatever. And then on the back side, you have J.K. Rowling, Stephen King, J.R.R. Tolkien, G.R.R. Martin, all the types of authors out there, everybody saying highly recommended, 5 out of 5, amazing, courageous, adventurous, whatever people say usually for a book. Okay, this is what people say usually for a book. And I opened this book, and not only this is an empty book, it's blank pages, it doesn't even have pages, it has only a cover, and inside the pages are missing, it's empty. I'm giving 20, let's say 20, I'm not saying about eBay, okay, usually you find £5 books in eBay, no, I'm speaking about regular books, okay, £20, Waterstones, okay, I gave £20 for a book that has nothing inside, that's what I did with you, okay, in all aspects. If you ask me in what sense, because you asked me this question quite a lot of times, as a theologian, as a teacher, as a husband, everywhere, you have no content anywhere. You have nothing to offer me as a person. I want to make this quite straight. I didn't see you having any depth about art, any depth about critical thinking. Your critical thinking isn't critical thinking, Inc. Okay. You are shallow-minded, you are immature, you never step back and think, hold on, maybe I'm missing something in this narrative, maybe I have to reevaluate what I know, maybe I shouldn't speak and maybe I should listen. You are always reacting like a toddler. You have to ask questions every fucking second instead of shutting your mouth and listen like a proper adult in your fucking age. You are almost 50, should do. You don't do any of this crap, okay? You are not doing this crap. So you are actually standing there and you have to pick sides each time you are speaking. So, like Bashir, you are like, okay, what do we have here? Black and white, let's pick. But you accused me of, Helga, there is grey as well. There's not only black and white. No, black and white exists in the binaries. That's what I meant, that you can't be with Zeus and Yahweh at the same time. There is black and white there, definitely. I can't be around with people that portray God as a clown. Does that make any sense to you? Do you understand now where I am coming from? When you say that my father is like a creepy clown, I think you have to go to your circus yourself, not my dad. I don't think my dad is a clown. You are the portable circus who say that my dad is a clown, okay? Because you are talking with Zeus and then you say my dad is a clown. That's my issue. That's black and white. Apart from that, I have no fucking idea how you got, because I am strong opinionated, and that has to do with my culture. In my culture, Mediterranean people usually are not taking bullshit in anything, and I'm not saying this is good or bad, I'm saying it's my culture. People who are from Mediterranean are very loud when they speak, like I am. They are very strong, opinionated, they make up their minds, and they are very vocal. That doesn't mean that we are all racist and chauvinistic and all that type of jazz. No, we are not. We are not. Just because we don't have a pretended calmness, a Switzerland attitude, that doesn't mean that we are racists and we would doom people just because we are strong opinionated. No, we just voice our voices like that because this is our culture. Okay, I read somewhere and this is hypocrisy for me. Copilot told me that you guys in China don't actually go around and curse like fuck off, bitch and shit, because you curse in more indirect manner, because when you curse directly, this is seen as low class. Can you make it make sense to me for a second? So you are not cursing directly and you are afraid of words because you are afraid how other people in the supposedly high society in the communistic China make it make sense. High society and communism together, I don't know how this works. So you are afraid how other people will think of you and you pretend you are someone you are not. Just to have it okay with the high society, not even with the low society. You don't want to be identified as low society. That's narcissistic to the core. You have serious problems if you are like that, and I'm saying you have problems because this is how you always were with me. You wanted to be Switzerland, and I fucking hate Switzerland type of attitude. I'm not involving anywhere. No, no, there is a war, there's something going on. No, I'm not taking any part. No, 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 I'm grey. Do whatever you wanna do. Bomb yourselves. I'm not intervening. No, no, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Take sides. That's what I'm saying. This grey that you are picking is quite dangerous. Instead of picking black and white in Yahweh and Zeus, you are picking grey everywhere you weren't supposed to pick. That's why I'm saying you are empty. Like you have nothing else to give me as a person apart from beauty. Do you understand what I'm talking about? You never supported me. You never listened to me. Your theology doesn't exist. I have no idea who decided to make you a religious scholar or whatever theologian. Did you decide by yourself when you were my age to become a theologian? Because your degree was not about theology. Your degree was about business management and shit. So why did you decide to become a theologian? What was the purpose? What was the reason you decided to become a theologian? Was it to infuse demons with God? Because if that was your reason, then you failed. That's what I'm trying to say, if that was the case. Because you can't infuse demons with God and expect that everything will be okay. But if you wanted to become a theologian because you actually love my father, then why didn't you recognize that I was working for my father and I was actually trying to make you work and cooperate with me, and you never actually listened to me? That's my question. Because your theology doesn't exist. That's what I'm trying to say. Whenever you said something about God was not something you were sure about. I'm not saying sure in the sense Helga didn't know mystics exist. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying have an opinion. I think God has to be a good person. I never heard you in my life saying something definite you believe about God. You always make questions how you think God can be. That doesn't make you a theologian. If you ask questions all the time, is God non-binary? Is God a woman? I think God might be a woman. I think God is a misogynist. I would like him not to be. That makes you a thinker. That doesn't make you a theologian. You shouldn't be a theologian. That's what I'm saying. You don't deserve the PhD from me. I have no idea why Hugh gave you the degree. Probably because you sucked his dick. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I think. You sucked him and he gave you the PhD. It's something that I didn't do with you. Okay, so I'm going back because this went way too much than I expected. So what I'm saying here is You have no content, you gave me absolutely nothing in all directions, and ever, okay? You only caused me trouble, you never helped me in anything. And instead of acknowledging that and realizing, oh, oops, okay, so I actually have nothing to give to this girl, but she actually has dedicated her entire channel into talking to me. She's talking to me every single day. She says she wants to marry me. She says she wants to start a family. She seems easygoing. She doesn't seem threatening. She doesn't use her powers against me. She's not abusive. That's very important. She's not a racist because she's a European and I am not. Instead of acknowledging all that, you remain in your positions and you are like, maybe this, maybe that, maybe she wants Yahweh, maybe she doesn't want me. If I didn't want you, I wouldn't give a shit and my dad wouldn't tell me that you are watching me, okay? You get what I mean? You are positioning it very wrong. I'm just saying, do you wanna fix your shit with me? Change your behavior yesterday, not today, because your behavior sucks dicks. That's what I'm trying to say. Hope you understand. I am fed up with your bullshit. Your parents clearly never taught you behavior and manners, never. I'm trying to teach you from scratch. I'm trying to teach you the European manner, the civilized manner if I can, because as you can see, I told you yesterday about my Chinese girlfriend. That girl, she didn't know that my teacher was my boyfriend. She knew that I have a boyfriend from China. She didn't know details. When she realized that you were a lecturer, she made fun of you and she said that you guys choose career when you are your generation because you were a one-child policy. And she was laughing and she said, stay away from our men. And I am not staying away from you, Zay. I'm trying to connect with you and reconcile, and you remain in your bullshit. And if you are like Helga, you have cancelled everything. I am. Yes, because you have nothing to give me. You have to understand you have nothing to give me, not morality. Your morality doesn't exist. You don't give me theology because you have no theology, okay? I am an ex-mystic, I am a prophet, you don't have anything to give me in that regard. I don't give a fuck, I'm just explaining. I don't give a fuck if you have theology. I'm not trying to find a theologian, I'm trying to make a family, okay? So, nothing there, nothing about your morality. You never supported me, that's crucial for a godly man. You have to support and lead your wife, and you are not doing that. You never did that. You let me all alone. You betrayed me, you dumped me. You never discussed about that with me. I tried to connect with you probably through art. You never sat down to do that with me. I gave you so many stories. You never texted me once and said, Helga, I saw the preface, I liked it, or I didn't like it, it was horrible, don't give me other stories. Never. You never engaged, and you still have issues with my behavior. You can't say I never eyed on you because I gave you stories. I didn't give these people these stories. You were the first person to take Persis, for example. And the story about anarchically royalist, that was a revised version that only you read. Nobody else read that story. It was a revised version I made for you to teach you theology because I could see you are a dumbass and you need me to teach you theology because I was like, this craphead doesn't know his shit. The mystics were gonna eat him like shark food and I have to protect him, and I wanted to teach you and you didn't want me to teach you because you think you are a deity, and fuck you from that. Okay, enough said. I'm done with your bullshit. You have to sort your fucking shit out. I don't have any other problem what you do in your free time. As I have said many times in my channel, I'm not gonna go into details what you do in your free time. You know very well what you are doing. I don't have any bullshit about that. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do with your body, with your soul, with your spirit. I don't mind about that. I mind how you behave to me and that your behavior is shitty to the core, and it shows that your parents never cared to have a godly guy out in the society. They only care to have a PhD lecturer to gloat to their neighbors, because you Asians do that. I have seen it in YouTube videos from Asian guys and girls that live in Europe, and they say their parents and their society is like that, and it shows. Your parents didn't raise you to be a good guy, they raised you to become a PhD university lecturer, and that sucks. And you have to learn the European way. Now you are in my continent, you're gonna learn my ways. I'm sure about that. You're gonna learn how to be a respectful, civilized person as Europe recognizes it, because you are in my continent. And if people back in China only respect people because they are high society in their communistic country, no problem. Anybody can do their own shit, but you are in my continent, and if you wanna be with me in a relationship, you have to learn how to respect a European girl, and you have to learn European manners. You know, European manners include saying hi, ask how you are, ask out for a dinner, give a flower, like posts, because this is your girlfriend. You can't like other people and not like me, okay? Support me, lead me as a godly guy, speak about my father, not about demons. That's all the stuff that I need. It's not something serious, Jay. I'm not asking you to go and do a lobotomy. Do you understand where I'm coming from? It's very simple. It's very simple and painless. So don't say I'm actually asking too much from you. I never asked you anything. I left you mind your own fucking business, and you never respected that. So now you're gonna play my game if you wanna be with me. Okay? Enough said about your bullshit. I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna come back tomorrow.